Prices may be higher, but empty seats will probably be rare, and longer lines the rule rather than the exception this year. That's what travelers of all types are being told to expect. Details now from NBC's Chris Clackham.
It looks like not even probing pat-downs, long waits, nor higher prices are going to keep Americans from traveling more this year.
You know, travel is coming back. People are planning on spending a little bit more this year on their vacation. People are planning on taking 2 to 3 vacations this year on average.
Travel experts say after a few years of having to be frugal, leisure travelers especially are looking to let loose. And the same goes for business travel.
You know, 80% of our respondents said they're going to take the same number or more trips in 2011, which is, very good news.
That survey about business travel by consulting firm Deloitte found companies are still going to be cost conscious, but airlines and hotels might not cooperate.
For the business travelers who may not have as much flexibility, things are starting to get a little more expensive.
For leisure travelers, though, industry experts expect vacation bargains to be plentiful, even in hot spots.
Places like Las Vegas, Hawaii, Cancun. We're also seeing new cruise ships launching this year. Allure of the Seas by Royal Caribbean is going to be the largest cruise ship in the world right now, so that puts a lot of inventory into the cruise market.
And more inventory should mean lower prices. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
Well, a pretty day out there today, a little cool, but at least the sun came out. Didn't need a heavy coat all day.
Not a heavy coat, but it was very, very cold this morning, and it looks like we're in for another pretty cold night tonight. But also a lot of people dealing with the pollen. If you notice, yesterday's wind stirred a lot of this up. We actually had a viewer send in a video. Just take a look at this. It looks like smoke rising from the trees. That is actually the pollen billowing into the air off the cedar trees just since yesterday's wind. And so our allergy counts today, our allergy forecast, the pollen count, cedar up about double from what it was yesterday. A count of over 3,000. Very uncomfortable. That throws it into the high category. Mold fell like we expected it to today with the drier air in place. It's down around medium. Tomorrow, though, we're expecting pretty similar conditions through the day. Cedar is going to remain high, at least through the afternoon tomorrow. And with drier conditions, mold's going to stay right around medium. Well, temperatures right now, it is on the cool side. Temperatures in the hill country a little bit warmer, mid to upper 50s there. We're still in the 40s, though, as you head east, upper 40s all along our eastern counties. At Camp Mabry, 48 degrees, 51 out of ABIA, mostly clear skies. That's going to be the case as we go through the overnight hours. Dew points are low, very dry air in place, and our winds are pretty calm right now, right around or below 5 miles an hour. So as we go through the overnight hours, that's a perfect recipe for a very cold night. Temperatures expected to fall at or below where they were last night. Now, right now, all across the U.S., we're looking at very chilly conditions from Fargo, where it's -2, all the way down to Memphis, 29 degrees there, and along the East Coast, of course, where they just saw that big storm. Our own Jim Spencer in Minneapolis for a weather conference. He said it was the coldest morning of his life this morning, where it was -15 degrees, wind chill -25, if you can imagine that. This is a picture he sent us from this morning. You can always send us your pictures, too. Send them to report@kxan.com. Well, we're watching another storm system work its way through the Midwest with a little snow from Minneapolis down to Missouri. Not really impacting us here in Texas, though. We have clear skies. That's going to be the case through tomorrow as well. So as we go hour by hour through our forecast, early tomorrow morning, freezing conditions again expected. A hard freeze across central Texas. That means several hours before the sun comes up of temperatures below the freezing mark. Through the afternoon hours, though, southerly flow means temperatures will be milder, closer to normal, right around 60 degrees. And then we're tracking our next front that's going to roll through. This front moving through midday on Sunday, not really going to bring us a whole good chance for rain. We're going to keep it dry for right now. Just a few areas of light sprinkles just outside our eastern counties by the evening hours. Most of us, though, we'll just see that cloud cover increase, and there's not going to be drastically colder air behind it either. Temperatures are going to stay right around normal into next week. Well, tonight, this is what you can expect. It is going to be well below normal overnight, with temperatures in the hill country falling into the low 20s again to mid 20s. Those are in the more populated areas. Rural areas, low-lying areas could hit the upper teens again tonight. In the metro area, we'll be in the mid to upper 20s, and along our eastern counties, the upper 20s are expected. For tomorrow, a much warmer warmer afternoon. This will be nice. Temperatures right around 60 degrees. That is our typical warm, normal temperature for this time of year. Well, in Austin tonight, 29 degrees. For tomorrow, 60 your afternoon high. And that 7-day forecast shows a Sunday morning not quite as cool because of the increasing cloud cover. 39, 59 by the afternoon when that front rolls through. And you notice temperatures on Monday not much cooler. We could drop back down into the low to mid 30s on your Monday, but then afternoon highs right in the upper 50s and low 60s through the end of next week.